When the Australian founder of Wikileaks, Julian Assange, leaked his massive stash of secret Afghan war files earlier this week, in no time flat, a worldwide controversy erupted around the sensational leaks and around Assange himself. In the US, the Obama White House condemned Wikileaks' action. The Pentagon called in the FBI to investigate the leaks. And even closer to the action, Afghan President Karzai slammed Assange, claiming that the leaked documents could already be endangering the lives of informants, US troops and innocent Afghan families. Well, earlier this year, Dateline's Mark Davis travelled throughout Europe with the then almost reclusive, media-shy Assange, a veritable moving human target. We broadcast that story by Mark back in May. Well, since then, Assange has been pretty much on the run from authorities, and our man Davis was with him as he worked through the 90,000 WikiLeaks documents before their release a few days ago. And Assange found himself in the eye of a raging international storm. And a warning, some viewers may find images in this report disturbing.
Tonight, Private First Class Bradley Manning is in military custody.
An Army intelligence analyst who, over time, it's believed, became disillusioned with U.S. foreign policy. He allegedly took credit for leaking this video of a U.S. helicopter strike in Baghdad, giving it to that whistleblower website, Wikileaks.
This is disgusting. He's claiming Assange are not protecting his whistleblowers after the arrest of US Officer Bradley Manning. Which critics? What's the evidence? This is the type of
It's been a month since Private Manning was arrested for leaking the Iraq video to WikiLeaks. Editor-in-Chief Julian Assange has been virtually in hiding for all that time, moving constantly every few days to cover his trail.
Every dumb, false rumour all stuck together in one article.
It's been a long and wearing month for Assange, and internet chatter about him is his main contact with the outside world.
It's just a lie. Just not true.
I spend weeks lying low with Assange as he prepares for a spectacular re-emergence into the public eye. Assange was in Australia when Manning was arrested.
We had our intel sources saying that things were not looking good.
He immediately went into hiding and then made his way here to the UK when he believed the US were making requests of the Australian government to take some action against him.
As far as you could tell, what were the requests to Australia?
Well, as far as my source tells me, they were to perhaps raid, detain, interview, get information from in that manner. In the end, it was being seen as a counter-espionage request and was being treated that way by Australian authorities because it's involved an Australian journalist. They were a bit hands-off.
The arrest of Manning over the Iraq video and other material made it hot enough for Assange. But the material he's holding and working on now makes the Iraq video pale in comparison.
This is 91,000 reports between 2004 and 2010 from US forces, not generally including special forces, but all regular US Army forces in Afghanistan. And it includes the location, date, the unit involved, the number of people killed, wounded or detained. In fact, it's the most detailed history of any war that has been made ever. It's significant.
Assange and others have been working around the clock, crunching raw military data into GPS-specific graphics and fully searchable text.
It's an extraordinary bit of history.
Well, it's also fairly current, so it's not exactly just to librarians.
By history, I include what happened an hour ago. Yeah. There is nothing new in this world other than the history that you don't know yet, right?
Yeah.
So
He's a man on a mission, but he's not flying entirely solo. For the first time in Wikileaks history, he has pulled in some mainstream media heavyweights to collaborate in preparing material.
So where are we heading now?
Off to the bunker in the Guardian.
What's in the bunker? What's happening in the bunker?
In the bunker we have our team from Guardian, us, the Spiegel and New York Times was there, but they've gone back home. We have a really quite horrible airless room filled with computers, but at least it doesn't have anyone else in it.
Yeah.
In a secure room in The Guardian, teams of researchers and journalists from 3 publications are working their way through the material.
They describe what they're doing during this 3-hour slaughter. Okay, and then there's like another 5 killed here and there, and 3 here. So now look at exactly. Yeah. Doesn't know it's a 181. So it's suspicious. The other thing for anyone to pull these 3 important organisations together, yeah, 3 competitors together, and us. At some stage, they bring in this AC-130 gunship. It has actually been pretty good. Yeah. I mean, everyone has been generous and flexible. We always want to sort by civilian casualties, sort descending.
67.
Yeah.
Are we still only on 1? Sorry, I'm getting carried away in that case.
This is the most complex one, and the others are similar.
Okay.
With detailed field reports from almost every event in the war now available, unknown incidents are revealed and the veracity of official accounts of others called into question.
No, I don't think it's real.
This official video, supposedly of a battle with the Taliban,
There's no engagement taking place.
sits oddly with the leaked report, which details an aerial strike with a Hellfire missile and documents the wounded children left in its wake.
These people aren't undercover, they're just sitting on top of a wall. That's the propaganda version.
This historical archive belongs to the people of Afghanistan. This is their history.
It belongs to the military of the United States, though, I think, more properly.
Well, they would claim this, but no, that's not the way I see it. In a broader scheme, I mean, after this war is said and done, which I imagine is probably only a few years off, really it is the high-resolution history of the people of Afghanistan. And it is the first time anything this significant has come out during the course of a war.
After a few days here, it's time to move again, cramming an extraordinary amount of gear and possessions into what appears to be a magical backpack.
So this is pretty much it. This is life possessions, right? This is you.
This is not me. This is portable me.
Assange is heading off to give a talk at London's Centre for Investigative Journalism, since speculation has been running rife about his whereabouts and the possibility of his arrest. This will be his first public appearance.
Why are you popping up now? You've been pretty low for the last, lying low for the last month.
Well, politically it seems all right. And it might even be good to encourage a little bit of action, because I think we would win it and benefit from it. We would find a way to not be scared to publish anything that we actually wanted to publish.
Julian, thanks very much.
Aren't you afraid that something might happen to you? Because, of course, you have a very uncomfortable position in the eyes of many enemies, so to say.
Well, you act intelligently.
Right.
I mean, you think about the situation, act intelligently. So, get advice.
Centre Director Gavin McFadden.
There was never a